Alright guys, so here, welcome to another form of digital video. So in our Discord group, this is a setup that happened during the week, and this is clearly a manipulation that happened right here, and I want to go over this for y'all who watching on YouTube as well. So when looking at this, right, the first thing we see that we have this huge spike right here, which is a void, someone calling it fair value gap, right? And then we have this contraction that started happening as price starts slowing down. As we see right here, we have price. This is already marked because it's a trade that we already took. But as you see, price liquidity has taken above here, right? And this is one of our first validation when looking for our bullish and bearish order blocks. So clearly this is going to be a bearish order block setup. So our first validation is we wait for liquidity to get taken out first. Yes, ICT himself don't teach it this way, but this is how we teach it. So in fact that because I found out just when the liquidity is getting taken out first, it's more of a better sniper entry. If you haven't watched that video on order block theory, go ahead and watch it. But so wait for liquidity to get taken out first, and then as liquidity gets taken out first, we want the low of the up candle to be taken out. Once that's taken out, then we wait for what price to retrace back right here. So obviously we have our entry here, right? So clearly, right, look to the left, we have this void right here. So obviously we're expecting for price to drop down. That's our first expectation. Before all this had even happened, we are expecting for price to drop down, right? But clearly, once price took this low out, price wasn't showing us this. Now, as you see below here, we have the dollar index. So the dollar index is what we use to confirm all our pairs. The only pairs we trade are Euro AUD, Euro USD, and gold. So in this case, we're looking at Euro USD right now. So on the bottom, this is the dollar index. On top is Euro USD. So we all know if dollar index is going up, then we know Euro USD is going down. Vice versa, if dollar index is going down, then Euro USD is going up. So as you see here, when we look at here, right, we have our liquidity getting taken out. But if you compare it to down here, it was a shift in market structure, which what they call a mitigation block. Now, usually how mitigation block operate, you're supposed to once you make a fail low and it breaks the high of the previous high, then that's where your entry would be at. But what I like to do, I like to go back to the last down candle where price breakout and place my entry for a pullback there. The reason why I do that, because just based on my experience, I've seen it works better for more of a better sniper entry, because sometimes the mitigation block don't even get hit. So just from or sometimes it might just go through. So just from my experience, this way has worked better. So I mean, I can't really teach y'all and show y'all, okay, when the right time to go by the high instead of the last down candle. So you look closely right here, this is the last down candle where price broke out of. So therefore I'm placing my pullback for entry here. So as you see, when you look at dollar index, it stayed above this line. As it was staying above this area of our mitigation block setup, we know, okay, hey, price has to go up. And clearly it does go up. When you look forward, it does go up. Take the high out, which is what's above here, liquidity. Because what's above that? Stop losses and buy stops. So that's pending orders and orders is already placed in the market. So we know we want to wait for liquidity to get taken out. And I always tell people, every time a high get taken out, either expect two things. Either you can expect a retracement to go into the same direction, or you can expect a reversal. So clear, there was clear manipulation right here, right? So as price right here, now we look up to the Euro USD, what happened? Price, our order block came in place, it stayed within our order block, and then what price took out the low of this area right here. This is why I have it set. As you see, the low is get taken out. And like I told y'all, you only expect two things after every low get taken out. Either it is going to reverse or retrace back into the same direction. As you see, right, it started coming up and started creating all this manipulation. Now, I always tell people, pay attention to your candles. I don't really go by candle patterns, but I always tell people, look at the change of characteristic in price. Look at how the candles are operating. As you see, when price had came down here and pushed all the way up right here on this candle right here that I'm looking at, that was an indication that, okay, hey, we have a position that price wants to go up, right? Obviously, not just that. When we look at the dollar index, right, once within this consolidation zone right here, once liquidity was taken out within this right here, right, price still stayed above this area. And here's my first sign that, okay, hey, we know, okay, hey, it's about to break below. Because why? When price broke out above, this was the first sign right here. What? This is called a change of character in price. What happened? Price pushed up right here and then closed below, and then did it again right here. It pushed up and then closed below. So this right here was a clear sign, okay, hey, price might also want to go down. Not just that, by looking at dollar index. If you look at where this wick is at right here, right, it had filled this void right here, that where price has shot down hard from. It filled this void. So because of that, we know, okay, hey, this is already filled right here. This is considered a gap. So this is already filled. We know for a fact based off dollar index and off that candle. If you look far to your right, whatever side you're looking at, that this candle it broke out this consolidation and then it closed back down. That is a sign of a reversal point. So we know the next order flow. If y'all watch my previous videos on order flow, we know our next order flow. Where's next liquidity? Is a break past this. So that order block, that mitigation block that was once set up, we know this is no longer valid. It's coming down to take out all of that, and that's what happened. It took a low out, and then once it took a low out, what happened? It decided to go up, and that's what same thing happened here. What? It took out the low of this, right, and then what? The same thing. The candle push up, close up, came down, and then push up and close here. So therefore, we know, okay, hey, this is a reversal point. Not just that, we already have our confirmation of dollar index that the void is already filled on a dollar index. So we know for a fact, okay, hey, this order block that caused this low to get broken is no longer valid. We know now what it's coming for a liquidity right here. It's coming for a liquidity. So as you can see, right, once that liquidity has got taken out, right, then what happened? Then we know, hey, the next step is what? For price to what? Drop down as a turtle swoop. This is a turtle swoop pattern, which is called, I don't know why he call it turtle swoop, but in other words, a buy stop. Why they call it buy stop? Keep it simple, a buy stop order. So therefore, we know, hey, this is a buy stop. So how can I scale down and enter on this trade? So we now know, okay, hey, so for people who want to buy this, they could have bought this right here and had a take profit right above here. So I do realistic take profit. I always do my take profit. Once I enter in a trade, I always do my take profit after a high has been taken out. And the reason why I say that is because if usually after a high, it's either going to be a retracement to go into the same direction or a reversal. In this case, it was a reversal. So if you didn't take your profit at this point right here, then guess what? You lost your money. But it was clear as day where price I really want to go because why? There was a void that had to get filled. As you see, that would happen. So right now, price is mitigating off this area right here. There's still more room that has to fill to come down more. So, but this just so y'all can understand, like just from this is why I always tell y'all, look at the dollar index because this is going to be your confirmation of your other pairs. Now y'all probably wonder, well, how do I confirm the dollar index? Okay, well, look at the interest rates. We look at the interest rates to compare the dollar index. But just for this, I just want to speak about this on the manipulation because there's a lot of people who probably lost money on this. But in my Discord group, we obviously know what was going on because I posted everything ahead of time. So as you can see, like I said, we have our buy stop set up right here. And then if we go to like the 5 minute, I always tell people, look at the lower time frames. Like the higher time frames is what we use to confirm our setups to prevent us from being manipulated. If you look at the higher time frame, you would know why price did what it did. You would know that. You would know that it was manipulation going on just based off the higher time frame. So now that we have our buy stop set up and we already have our confirmation off of dollar index, we know that this is definitely going down. And it's straight. This is a straight buy stop. So we know this next step is to go down to fill this void. So how will you place your entry based off of this? Okay, well let's get off of this and let's scroll down to the let's take this off and then let's scroll down to so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the 5 minute. And this is the same setup that y'all could have easily got before price had officially dropped. So this was that high that got taken out, the buy stop. So we go to the 5 minute. Like I'm showing you how y'all can trade from higher time frames and how y'all can scale down and to be able to see this stuff happen because it happen all the time. Like I said, do what works for y'all, but just from my experience, I know this works. So now this is that error on the 5 minute that was on the hour. There was that buy stop on the 5 minute. What do we have here? Like I said, so this is gonna explain y'all. Like I told y'all before, I do mine very different. So usually what we have a shift in market structure, right? Usually how ICT teach it himself, he teach it to go by this right here. Once the low get taken out, your entry is below this previous low that got taken out. But as you see, that low never got hit it. But if you did it with the last up candle, right? The last up candle that got taken out, right here. That's your entry, and you had small drawdown. I'm telling y'all this from experience. I've done this from experience right here. So your entry would have been, so you'd have approximately about 10 minutes to set this trade up either at a buy stop or a limit, a sell limit order to be able to pull back and entry you in. As you see, if we kind of zoom in, you would see that, okay, hey, this was a perfect entry, and you'd have been at the top. So people always tell you, okay, how can you sell tops and bottoms? Well, I just showed you, like, they teach you don't do tops and bottoms, just get the meat of it. But I just showed you how you could clearly get in at the top. If you see an entry, a good setup on a higher time frame, go to a lower time frame, and you can get you a sniper entry and catch the top, just like this, off of a shift in market structure. So we don't wait for the mitigation to tap in. We wait for the up candle to get taken out and wait for that entry to pull back to here. You'd have caught it here. And even if you'd have missed this right here, right, you could have set a sell stop order right here to break below here. So the market would have entered you in once it would have broken below here. And then also you could have had this void. So this is a void right here. Here's our second entry. We had a void right here. You had this void right here that had to get filled, right? And what did price do? The price came to any old level. Price thing came back here to where it broke out of. Price came to this area right here. It came to the last up candle that got taken out before price come down. So that's why I always do the last up candle, whether it's going down or up. That's how it, vice versa, the opposite. That's how I do it. And just from doing that way, I notice you get better sniper entry, you get better small drawdowns. Because my whole goal is when I trade, I'm trying to get the best entry in as possible. I'm trying to get at least the best small drawdown as possible. And you see, you could even got in here. You had two different entries. You could have sold it here and here. You had two entries that could have played out. And your take profit would have been based off the hour time frame. So hopefully that makes sense to y'all on how to use the dollar index to compare your confirmation of the pairs, and how you can scale down from the higher time frame to a lower time frame. You can even do this on the 4 hour. You can look at the 4 hour for a setup and then scroll down to the 5 minute or an hour to find this kind of setup. So that's how all that operates. So if y'all like the video, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and join the Discord group. Because Discord group, we do like literally, it's free. Like my Discord group is free. We do live sessions for free, live trades and live sessions free. So every Friday and Saturday we have a session at 12 p.m. Eastern time. Every Friday and Saturday, as well as Thursdays, we have trading sessions as well on Thursdays. And throughout the week, I send my weekly setups to everybody, so they can be. I don't give out signals. I just send out weekly setups, and I show my entry that I get in if they want to get in. Only reason why I do it that way, because that way they can see why I did this and what I think, and based off of that, they can choose whether they agree with my analysis or not. So at the end of this group is for beginners and experienced. We all trying to learn. At the end of the day, we all trying to be profitable traders. So anyways, make sure you like the video, share, subscribe if you feel like you got value in this content, and also join the Discord group. The link will be in the comments below. And till then, see you next video. Peace. Also, here's my Discord group that I do. So this is the Spill Cheat Chat. So we go to the side, you have the welcome page, pretty much show you what we are about. Kind of scroll up. All these new people keep joining, so there are a lot of people in this Discord. Like I said, this group is free. You're not gonna find another group like this. To show you what we're about, here's a page, what you'll be getting all for free. Like what I'm doing for free, other folks charge like $500, $200 a month just to get what I'm doing, and they're not even doing nowhere near as much of what I'm doing for free. So here's the welcome page, and then we have the guide section to tell you where to find things in the group, the rules and everything, what we go about. Then the social media is where all my links are at to get connected with me through Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And then the announcement is where I post out, our links for our sessions and class sessions every week that we do live for free, as well as here's my watch list. I post videos on my watch list on what I think price is going to do, as well as the news event. I post news event, upcoming news that's going on that could affect the market. The Split T Chat is where everybody talk at and post their setups and what they think what the market's going to do as well. And then we have achievements, people who post their achievements. As you see this person here, entering this position and did good at the position. So like I said, this is a group for people trying to learn. Even homework, I have homework for everybody to do. Like everybody has to do homework. I tell everybody, do your homework. So this is the homework where everybody posted homework where how they can get better, and then we have the notes. I post notes in the group as well for everybody to learn and get better at. So this is literally a serious group. I had one just to record this real quick. Just a little fun fact to it. If you really serious about this Discord group, this is for you. Like, we literally do this every day. People who are serious. So like I said, this Discord group is free. There's no one who's doing it like me on this level, especially for free. Like I said, there's people who's charging $500 or more or $200 a month and not even doing nowhere near as much as what I'm doing for free. Don't believe it? You can join the group yourself and check out yourself. So this is only for serious traders, no trolls, no scammers. This is only for serious traders. Forms Digital is all about adapting and reaching our full potential. So if that's you and you want to do, then join the group.